Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to a very scary Let's Play. Not really, but a very entertaining one for Halloween 2011. Basically, we're playing Infamous 2, but with a lot more blood. But before then, a story.
Beer, please.
Make it two. On me.
I'm perfectly capable of buying my own beer, thank you.
Good. Glad to hear that. You can get the next round. You are not from around here, are you?
What makes you say that?
I would recognize such a beautiful pair of eyes.
Maybe you were too busy reading your kitty books to notice.
This? Oh, this is no kitty book. This is research.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to owe you that next round.
Hey, I'm being serious. Now, there's some freaky deaky shit going on out there. Kind of shit to make you piss your pants. This book here teaches you how to deal with it.
Okay.
You know my buddy Cole McGrath? He used to make fun of it too.
The Cole McGrath?
One and only.
The Demon of Empire City.
That's what they call him.
You know Cole McGrath.
Know him? He's like a brother to me. Brother from another mother. In fact, it's this here kitty book, as you call it, that helped me save him from eternal damnation.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
Well, you know about Pyre Night?
Can't say that I do.
Oh, man. I knew you weren't from around here.
That's a 0, not a no. Welcome everybody to my Let's Play of Infamous Festival of Blood, a spin-off of Infamous 2. Technically not canon, in case anybody's curious. I think they could have fit it in there, but they decided not to, which is fine.
Every Pyre Night, folks in New Marais go certifiably apeshit. They put on costumes, build big old bonfires in the streets, dance around until sunup. Me and my boy, we were there for the last one. We couldn't even get a beer before folks started howling out for help from beneath the church.
I get a lot of glitches in this game, I don't know why. So again, we're being taught
Some folks
the
might
controls.
say that Cole McGrath is a bad guy. Ain't nothing farther from the truth. Back then, if folks were suffering, he'd be right there to lend a hand.
So then, in case anybody's curious, we have to be good here. I tried beating up these people one time to see if that you could do the... But technically, right now, Cole's canonically, in this game storyline, he is good. There's no way to change that. So, pulse heal, go. Love that sound effect.
We were getting decorations from beneath the church and the ceiling started falling in. I think there are more folks trapped down there.
Might as well go save them.
Don't worry, I got it under control.
He seems bored.
It was cold down in them catacombs beneath the city. They were first used for crypts, then the Underground Railroad, and then some bootlegging. Yeah, they got used for pretty much everything. The thing is, the folks who went down there kept disappearing.
Really now? Well then. So obviously this story is being told from secret perspective. Now technically a lot of the abilities we have now are supposed to be mostly the good ones, but for whatever reason we have the Magnum Bolt, and this thing fires like a fucking machine gun. In the last game you had to wait some time before you could fire it, but in this game you can't hold it down, but holy crap, can you fire this thing? There we go. I swear the pulse heal did not make that sound. Alright, then we'll go save them. But, like, seriously, what the hell? A lot of flashy lights down here. You can also, we also have grenade, the alpha rocket, and I'm pushing the left button. We can't do anything. We also do not have precision, We have nothing that the directional pad uses. The only thing we have, we don't even have the connect pulse either. We don't have any of the R2 buttons, any of the ones on the directional pad. We just have most of the main abilities in this game. More or less, again, this is a spin-off game. You can buy it for very cheap on the PlayStation Network store, but it's not meant to be a full game. This will be a very short Let's Play compared to Infamous 1 and 2. Okay, what the hell is going on here? This is pretty strange. Ooh. What the?
Yeah. Those fingers had got him. They'd opened up a vein in his neck and started dripping blood into some matchstick of a corpse. Cole's a conduit. He's superhuman. And his blood, whew, it did the trick. And her bite was like a pit bull with syringes for teeth. The more she drank, the prettier she got. Other vampires started crowding around, chanting her name. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
No thanks, I don't drink alcohol.
Cole's blood had brought her back all right. In return, she gave him a little something on the side.
Wait a second. So now Cole McGrath is officially a vampire.
The Bloody Mary. Oh God, I hate that name. Worse yet, it's served with breakfast. When was it ever acceptable to drink before 5 in the afternoon? Well, my dear, I control you now. In fact, come sunrise, all of your free will be mine.
Screw you.
Don't try raising a hand against me. I will not allow it.
Okay then. Yes, we can jump. So then, as you can see, we have evil powers right now. The reason why is because Cole McGrath is now a vampire. So technically, vampires are evil. Therefore, Cole McGrath is now evil, and he has his red electric powers. You guys have not seen the red electric powers in either playthroughs, so yeah, this is new to you guys. Alright, then let's just keep going. Seriously. So now we gotta beat the crap out of Bloody Mary before that sun comes up, because apparently then we will be her slave. And nobody wants that. So, ow. Bitch. Let's do this. Oh, lovely vampires. And with a crossbow. Oh shit, no amp. However, we get creative and have ourselves a new weapon, a cross with a little bit of wood on the end of it, which I never caught before.
I read Dracula. I know how this works.
I love that line. Wait for it. Boom! Let's do this. So basically, keep hitting them, and when you're at full, you automatically kill the vampire. Now, when I say automatically kill, vampires fall in this game, but they don't die right away. You see, the vampires we fight, after we put them down with our electrical powers, we have to stake them. Because, as I've said, this thing has wood on the end of it. Sadly, I was hoping this weapon was going to show up in Infamous 2. Like, as a later downloadable or a reason. But see, look at that. He's down. There's an X on the... Oh, no, there isn't. Now there's an X. Because basically, also, after we stake a certain amount, we get new powers. Because we went back to normal with all of our powers. But as you can see, he's down. Usually it's... Oh, no, he's not down yet. He is not an X. Come on, you asshole. There we go. Now he's an X. Which means that we have to do this to him to actually kill him all the way.
Oh, you'll regret that come sunrise. Staking of the vampires won't make you any friends.
Ah, shut up, Bloody Mary. We're not going to be yours forever.
Out of my head.
Seriously. Alright then, let's keep going.
Oh, fine. Enjoy your last night of freedom. Because once the sun rises, you'll be my pet. Maybe I'll dress you up. Put you in a nice peepers like the rest of my boys.
Really?
You'll look very
Oh. Okay, we definitely cannot become a vampire. We cannot become her slave. Oh, lovely. Bunch of assholes. Let's do this. Bring it on. Gotcha. So as you can see, this game has more of a emphasis on blood, which is why it's probably the highest rating out of all of the games. Actually, they try to keep it PEGI 16, so basically there was supposed to be a little bit more blood in the game, but to try to keep it 16, they removed a little bit of it, but not much compared to the trailer that was shown. I was actually totally fucking surprised when they did this. I'm like, what, really? So we have 8 hours until sunrise.
Cole had made it out of the catacombs. Couldn't escape what he'd become. He was thirsty, desperate for a drink. Cole had drunk her dry. He didn't choose to do it. Instinct had taken over. But her blood was now on his hands and in his veins.
You're one of us now. Embrace your new life. It's wonderful.
So then, in this game, we have ourselves a new power, and a very awesome power, the Shadow Swarm. We turn into bats, and we can fly using the directional pad. Pretty awesome being a vampire.
Delightful, isn't it? Of course, to fuel such powers, you'll need more blood. Rivers of juicy, warm, human blood. Drink them dry. The blood of lovers is a taste to be savored.
Oh, and if... Oh my god, I love that line. But I just want to say that right now, that Bloody Mary, you might think she's fucked up now. Ho ho ho, we'll find out how fucked up she is. So when we're near a person, we can push the R1 button and we drink their blood.
Keep your strength up. My children are going to test you tonight, and I want to see what you can do. I've never had a subject with abilities like yours. Oh, you're such a treasure.
Alright then, so basically we need blood. Staking vampires is another way to fill your blood meter.
Been off the radar for a while.
Zeke, I got bitten by a vampire.
Really? Do you look more handsome than normal? Do teenage girls suddenly find you irresistible?
Seriously.
Twilight reference.
I tried fighting back against the vampire who bit me, but she gets inside my head and takes control. Bloody Mary says that come sunrise, I'll be your slave.
Okay. Look, brother, we've been through weirder stuff than this. Now, it can't be a coincidence that they showed up on Pirate Night. There's gotta be a connection there. What with all these demon decorations and whatnot.
Yeah, okay. That's a start. Hey, maybe I'll run into a few vampire groupies while I'm out there.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Alright then, so as you can see, as the game kind of said, when you use Shadow Swarm, your blood meter starts to run down. Now here are groupies. Vampires are the only people who show up in this game. There are no ice conduits. There are no, freaks. Or the sewer monsters, what the fuck you call them. And there's also no militia. Where this takes place in the game is kind of confusing. We see Cole with his absolute final power-up at one point with the blast core. So at the very least, it takes place someplace there. However, New Marais is the only place we can go. We cannot go to Flood Town or the Industrial Zone. And if we try to head into those areas, the game will actually not let us. However, I've heard there's a glitch. If you want me to check that out, just ask me to, and I'll see if I can perform it in the future for you guys. Come on, bring it on. Now we're evil, so really there's no point in trying to stay good. Now, as you can see, it says after we kill enough vampires, we will earn a stake, or the punch. Or stake enough vampires. Not just defeating them, it's staking them. But like this, that's staking. And it's called a stake down. Again, I love the comedy in this game in terms of how what is what, a stake down. Oh, and you guys haven't even seen all the trophies. I'm gonna show you all the trophies at some point, and you guys are gonna laugh your asses off. Especially one of the worst puns in the game. So, but anyway, as the game also said, when you stake vampires, you also get blood from them. But we want to stake as many as possible, and we get power-ups that way. If you wonder what the Punch Blast is, it's for the, Hey, excuse me. Can you please donate some blood? Very delicious. So, yep. Now, we'll find out how to fill that meter a little bit more later on in the game, but for now, it's going to be pretty small. So we're not going to be able to make long distances. Okay. So then, I guess this is where we needed to go. Interesting.
Huh.
Father Ignatius.
Father Ignatius Demon Slayer.
Where does it say Demon Slayer? Oh, lovely. More vampires. Well, fuck you guys. Now, there's actually nice attention to detail. In the last game, there wasn't that many times where if you weren't being shot, or... by the way, this game's pretty hard. You're gonna die pretty often. I believe I'm playing on hard mode, too, just for the entertainment of it. Am I? I better be. Yes, I'm playing on hard mode. The game's pretty difficult, actually. And, I don't get the always English audio. I don't get that. Is that for something else? Haha, joke's on you. Yep. No, I did not mean to hit you. Nope. But the game's pretty difficult because it really is, I mean, the last two games were pretty easy, but this game, you know, being... even though it's just a modified Infamous 2, it's pretty, I mean, pretty modified. Graphics-wise, it's exactly the same, but... especially, there's also UGC missions in this. And the missions in this game are actually... I played a few of them. You actually have to play them to get power-ups, but I don't know when to access them. So, just to show...
Hey Z, I just saw a banner of Father Ignatius smiting demons. You ever think about that guy?
I know he's got a badass mustache. Big statue over by the cathedral. You thinking he had some kind of technique for dealing with the blood guzzlers?
Yeah, I'm just hoping it works without having to get ordained. Vow of chastity and all that.
Abstinence. I sure wouldn't know anything about that. Long nights alone, staring at a bikini magazine. Yeah, that's foreign territory to me.
Okay, good talk.
So anyway, here is a joke. Vampire, or not vampire, but Halloween-type jokes like the last game. We have ourselves Die Cooper 4, Vampire Thieves. Unstaked, Vampire's Deception. Mass Infect 3. Scarcraft 2. Assassin's Bleed. LA Gore, you know, Nor. Deadface, and Red Dead Vampires. There's a few more of them as well. I don't know if I'll be able to get them all for you guys, but there's some pretty funny ones. If you want to, just go on the Infamous Wiki. You'll find them all. But pretty entertaining. I totally forgot about that. I never looked it up until I was looking at the Wiki recently. Because, you know, I wanted to see if I can get any more information. Because I've only beaten this game 2 times. I actually beat the game yesterday. For, just to get myself... Because I didn't really want to do it for the other games for entertainment-wise. But this game's difficult, so... Gotcha. Excuse me. Please give me a donation. Okay, I really didn't need that blood, but I wanted it. So I want these power-ups now. So I believe, I wonder, can we do this yet? Usually if you run into vampires with your Shadow Swarm... No, I don't think it's going to work. When you do so, you lose a lot more blood, but you can stake them right away. But you do lose blood for it, so... That's the one sucky thing. Nope. Gotcha. Come here, little fucker. Boom. So, something tells me this game went for a vampire feel because everyone was going zombies. You know, every game goes zombies nowadays. And something tells me they did this. Oop, and we kind of do that cool little power-up thing like we did every time we gained a certain rank, either being good or evil. And now we have the Punch Blast, which actually does damage if I remember correctly. So, but we do that instead, and even now, I cannot push the left button and change it back to the alpha thing, which kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? So there's 2 ways to get powers in this game. It's doing UGC missions, which I don't know if you can do until after you beat the game. But after that, you get the better power-ups. But at first, we're going to be getting stuff like the Double Grenade, which is evil, the Tripwire Rocket, which is evil. We're going to get all the evil powers, which is kind of cool, considering the fact that now I can play this game. However, this will be the only game I can't play again, so keep that in mind. Because I can do good and evil for the other 2 games, but not this one, so this will be the only time. Eee, you an ugly bitch.
Try to keep your arms and legs attached.
I love that stupid pop scare, because you know they did that on purpose. So these guys are actually climbers. They climb on the wall and attack you, which is pretty cool. But they are a pain in the ass because it's hard to find them and successfully also defeat them. However, blasting them off is a good way to make them fall down. And then kill them. Nope. Ah, fuck you. Now, we do have the Alpha Blast, so don't think that you're not going to have that or you can't use that. You still have the regular moveset. You just can't use the ultimate power for good. However, for whatever reason, in this game,
It's really looking like it was stations to torch Mary way back when. But I've got to figure out how he got close.
You know what? They got the Legend of Pyre Night show going on by the clock tower. And I'm pretty sure Ignatius is in it. That's kind of like the Nativity at Christmas. Except in this one, it's all about demons of fire. It's for the kids.
I love that. But anyway, for whatever reason, the Magnum Bullet is still the ultimate power for even the evil form in this game, which is kind of odd. I don't know, I like the Scythe Bolt. So I don't know why we didn't use that, but... And again, it fires like a fucking machine gun. But to get that one, you actually don't stake vampires. You do something else, which we will find out in the future. So, but as I've said, these are the only factions that show up in the game. Gotcha. Hey, you ugly motherfuckers, come on. No, come on, Cole, hit him. That happens. He doesn't actually hit them. And it doesn't count, too. Usually the last game would make it count, but not this time, so kind of odd. Alright then, so we're gonna get ready for a little story time. So, yes. Let's get ready to hear it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Gather round, good people, and take a seat.
Let's see. Look.
The secrets of Pyre are about to be revealed.
Cutscene time. And a very funny one, too.
Come on and let me take you all back in time, friends. Back to the early days of New Marais. The streets of our town were filled with laughter, and the people were full of hope. Until folks started disappearing from the streets at night. Only one man, Father Ignatius, was brave enough to walk in the shadows, hunting for the devil who would harm his flock. And it was from the shadows that he spotted her, a vile woman, feeding on a man's flesh. And as fast as a thought, she was gone, taking refuge in the crypts beneath the city. That very night, Ignatius rallied his fearful parish to action, leading the way down into the crypts. And as they came upon the nest of sinners, he held aloft his holy barbed cross, and the sinners scattered like cockroaches from its holy light. But their leader, Bloody Mary, she wasn't fast enough. Ignatius brought her up before his church and tied her to a pile, and as flames licked at her heels, the devil woman revealed her true form while shouting out a curse, vowing that one day she'd return and take her revenge. And what happened to Ignatius, you ask? Well, he's still with us, my friends. Buried in St. Charles Cemetery, right alongside his barbed cross. And that's why we burn, my friends, to warn Bloody Mary's ghost and all the other sinners of this world to stay clear of New Marais. You can dance, sing, and walk the streets, 'cause nothing, and I mean nothing, is gonna eat you on Pyre Night.
Oh, irony. I mean, coming back on the same time that Pyro Night happens, kind of hilarious.